Hey, we're back for more Shakesyear. We're working our way through Henry IV, Part 1, and today we get to hear from the infamous Falstaff, who, just for reference sake, is usually played by kind of an aging, overweight man who's out of shape, because I guess that's funny, something, whatever. He does make references in this monologue that we're about to hear today to kind of sort of being out of shape or maybe having difficulty getting around, whatever, which might be why they play him as like a fat drunk slob. But anyway, we get to hear from Falstaff. As a quick refresher, Falstaff wanted to rob, Poins came in and wanted Falstaff and Prince Hal to help him rob some people. But then as soon as Falstaff left the room, Poins was like, no, we're actually going to set him up. We're going to make him rob the actual people, and then we'll rob him, and won't it be funny when we hear the tale of this later? So yesterday we heard from Gadshill, or Gadshill, however you want to pronounce that, saying that he was talking to the guy at the inn because they trade back and forth saying like, yes, you should rob this particular guy, and then when you do, I get a cut of it, kind of a thing, talking about this robbery that's taking place. So today we're in Act 2, Scene 2, and at the top of the scene, Falstaff and Poins and Hal, I think they're all there together. Or maybe it's just Hal and Poins. There's like, the scene starts off with some ins and some outs, and I'm going to go over here, and where did he go? Oh, now I'm back, blah, 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 that kind of a thing. And basically what they're doing is Hal and Poins are trying to make it look like they're there for the robbery, but then also distance themselves from Falstaff so that he has to do the actual robbery himself, and they can then rob him after and giggle about it. So just prior to this monologue, he was like, you know, where did Poins go? And Hal's like, oh, I think he climbed up that hill. I'll go find him. And he leaves. So now Falstaff is by himself, and we can presume that he's worn out, he's tired, he's whatever, maybe half drunk, because that's who he is. But he's on the stage essentially by himself right now, having basically been deserted by his friends. And he says, I am accursed to rob in that thief's company. That rascal hath removed my horse, and I tied him I know not where. If I travel but 4 foot by the squire further afoot, I shall break my wind. Well, I doubt not but to die a fair death for all this, if I escape hanging for killing that rogue. I have forsworn his company hourly, anytime, this 22 year, and yet I am bewitched with the rogue's company. If the rascal had not given me medicines to make me love him, I'll be hanged. It could not be else. I have drunk medicines. Poins, Hal, a plague upon you both. Bardolph, Peto, I'll starve ere I rob a foot further. And 'twere not as good a deed as to drink to turn true men, and to leave these rogues. I am the veriest varlet that ever chewed with a tooth. 8 yards of uneven ground is 70 miles afoot with me, and the stony-hearted villains know it well enough. A plague upon it when thieves cannot be true one to another. And then they whistle from far away. Woo, a plague light upon you all. Give me my horse, you rogues. Give me my horse and be hanged. So yeah, it's not really a very exciting monologue, but it's tidbit. We get to hear from Falstaff. We get to hear him sort of struggling as he's going to try to do his bit in this robbery. And we'll find out tomorrow if he's successful. I'll see you then.